My name is Keith Thomsen. I'm the author of the Hunter's Tale trilogy. Books 1 and 2 are out now. Action Adventure Fist Fights Monsters, and book 3 is on its way in March. In the past, I've actually worked on comics. I spent 7 years publishing a series that actually takes place in the same universe, but just a little bit more to the left of this current series. Right now I'm a teacher, and I work with 9th grade students, and I help them develop their English skills and teach them how to be better writers themselves. It's honestly one of the most fun things that I get to do with my life. Hunter's Tale is a sweeping story of action and adventure. It follows a pair of demon hunters who are attacked by a sniper with bullets that can bend around corners, and they have to figure out who she is and why she's trying to kill them. And along the way, they find themselves embroiled in a battle with a death cult who wants to bring about the end of the world. The Hunter's Tale trilogy has fast-paced action, lots of monsters, and a deep backstory. And if you're interested in anything that has the supernatural and the occult and any YA books with a lot of action in it, you are more than welcome to check it out. I have a couple of short stories that have been published. Mostly I focus on side stories, things that don't quite make it into the main books, because I don't like to fill the main books with a lot of different ramblings and tales that don't follow the main story. But there's such a big world that I've put together that I love writing these little stories that follow different characters or give background information for the world. I also love to write blog posts from the perspectives of my different characters. One of my favorite ongoing series that I do is called Susie Speaks, where one of my main characters gives her backstory and talks about where she's come from and the monsters that she's fought before. The thing that inspired me to become an author, when I was younger, I always used to love to write, and I would write these short stories, and a lot of them ended up becoming these tales that I have now that I'm trying to tell to a wider audience. And I just always loved it. My friends would listen to me, and I would come up with these really crazy stories, and I loved doing it, and I just want to share my work with the world and see what other people think. Well, my favorite author is probably Douglas Adams from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's definitely one of my favorite ones, but I think that my biggest inspiration for the tone and the style of my books and the creeping darkness is probably going to be Neil Gaiman and his just wonderfully dark and funny and creative stories. My favorite one of his is either going to be Good Omens, probably American Gods as well. Yes, keep writing. I was told something that I tell all of my students. You write 10,000 words and then you start to get good. And until you write those 10,000 words, what you write isn't terrible, but you need to keep writing, you need to keep practicing, and don't give up. And in this digital world, you have so many opportunities to find different venues for your stories, put them out there, and someone will find them and enjoy them. And that'll keep you going for such a long time. Big shout out to Deftwise-Zero and David W. Media for coming out and saying hi and bringing me out to you. And if you'd like to come and check out my webpage at talesfromtheuniverse.com, I would love to see you, and there's short stories and comics and all sorts of things for you to find on there for yourself.